Dooby dooby dooby, dabba dabba dabba, doo 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 doo, dee 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 dee, yeah. Wonder what's on the old tube.
Listen well, brother.
Yeah!
I'm
I'm listening.
If you haven't already, please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you.
Thank you. There can be only one.
I'll answer the question. You want answers?
I think I'm entitled.
You want answers?
I want the truth!
You can't handle the truth!
So many truths. Yeah, let's fire it up, Valhalla! Good morning, Valhalla! Yeah! Shove! Chris Merja, the wrench of wrenches! David Glenn! Dean Krantz! Shooter 8323! The Mad Doctor of Valhalla, Adega Outlaw! Penny! David Glenn! Monty G! The Wicked Witch of the East Project Storytime! The one, the only badass! Gunbuddy! Cockwave! And Psychodog 9! Brandon Looney Tunes Fan 2000! Roll Tide, Keely Chow, Roll Tide, brother! Southern Viking! Greetings from the Golden Valley! Showback TJC! Psychodorp 9! Moose McFadden! Greetings, one and all, and welcome to Thirsty Thursday here on Mornings of Mischief. I am your host, Stone Loki. Good morning, everybody. The week is almost over. We are on Thursday. We got one more day and we get through the week. Thank you guys so very much for being here. It's been absolutely nuts these past couple of days, but we are going to keep kicking ass and taking names. Jesters, Darth Arlena, good morning. Good morning, sliding in right after the morning roll call. Good morning. How are you doing? Good to see you. Good morning, everybody. I hope you all are doing well, kicking ass, taking names, not taking any crap. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. It's good to see you all here. It is a fire sale, and we will get into that. Absolutely crazy stuff going on. You wouldn't think so. You wouldn't think so because it's like, oh, well, everything's normal. Everything's normal. Nothing to see here. There's nothing to see going on here. Everything's fine. Fine. Situation normal. Reactor leak, small leak. Had to lock it down. Yeah. Some bitch, it was a slow conversation anyway. We've got company at Disney. Yes, we do. Because, wow. So, Bob Iger goes out and talks about the fact on Squawk Box that ABC and certain aspects of Disney aren't really, up to snuff, and we may sell certain assets, television assets. I mean, these are the like crown jewels. These are the crown jewels. Iger came over from the media. How many people know that? How many people know the ascension? So Iger got his start at ABC in 74, way before Disney took ABC. Way before Disney took ABC. So he worked his way up. He was named the head of ABC Entertainment in 1989. He was president of the ABC Network television group from 1993 to 1994. He was named Capital Cities ABC Senior Vice President in 1993 and then Executive Vice President in 93. The next year, he was named President and COO of Capital Cities and ABC. Walt Disney didn't acquire ABC until 1995. And when they did, they acquired Iger. He worked his way up to CEO throughout a decade. He finally landed the top spot in 2005 after Eisner was booted. Iger was CEO until retiring in 2020, but obviously he came back in November of last year when Chapek was out. This is a crown jewel of Disney. This is not something that you're like, oh shit, I need to get rid of this. I need to sell this. It's not really important. Don't worry. It's not really important. Everything's normal. We're all good. Everything's making money. All our movies are making a ton of money. Indiana Jones made over 300 million. Can you believe that? Made over 300 million. Only took, 3 weeks to do it. But and it's pretty much dead now at the box office. But it's okay. It's okay. We're all good. Situation normal. We're all good. Everything's okay. Situation normal. Small reactor leak. I had to lock it down. Very dangerous. But everything's normal. And Coach's Archives with $10 super chat says, supporting my brother, transform and roll out. I do not have any Transformer clips, which I just realized, but I do have this. This one's just for you, Skull! The Mexican Iron Guy transforming and rolling out. So that's the closest thing I got to a Transformer. Thank you, Coach's Archives. Good to see you. Mexican Transformer, and it was a cheap knockoff. Oh my God. Psychodorf 9 says, I don't believe Indy 5 made 300 million, not in a month of Sundays. Well, they say it did. So, and shit, that's not even, they aren't even at cost yet of what they spent. Super Bowl ads and whatnot. We'll see. We'll see what happens in the long run, but everything's fine, right? I mean, we're just looking at, selling some things. It's okay. We're going to have a yard sale. It's not a fire sale. Nobody say fire sale. It's not a fire sale. We're just going to have a yard sale. We're going to put some things out in the yard that have been sitting around too long. See who wants to bail us out from bankruptcy. They have severely overextended themselves. And they know that. They know that. The money they spent on Fox absolutely decimated the Disney coffers. The money they spent on Hulu, they wasted multiple opportunities to cash in on IPs that they have ran through the dirt and ruined. This guy right here would know one. Huh? Lucasfilm, a little thing called Lucasfilm. We're going to completely throw away everything that was planned and everything that was written, and we're going to go with diversity and inclusion. A Dega Outlaw, it's not a fire sale, it's a shit sale. I would agree with that. I would absolutely positively agree with that. Coach says, Darth Arlene, I can't believe you came out of the closet as heterosexual yesterday. You had me laughing. As always, I thought she was serious. I thought she was serious. I didn't know it was a joke. I clapped and gave her the double thumbs up. I'm so proud of you for coming out. I thought she was serious. Shit. I didn't think that was a joke. Destroyed Lucasfilm. Disney has. They're the reason Hulu priced so high. Comcast knew what it was doing in driving up the price. Oh, they knew. They knew it was time. It was time. It was finally time. Indeed. It's finally time to come out of the closet and come out as heterosexual. It's all serious. It's all very serious. The stunning and brave decision by Arlena to come out as heterosexual, straight. The fact that she likes dudes, bravo. I mean, it's just brought a tear to my eye. Really did. I was like, oh my God, now we got to have a coming out party. We got to have a coming out party. Maybe at the next ValhallaCon. I was serious. I demand a month, flag and parade to celebrate my heterosexuality. And you shall have it. It shall be done. Oh, yes, it shall be done. They'll get a government bailout. They'll say they're building a Diz World in Ukraine. That's not a bad idea. I can see that. I can see them doing something like that. But they're already getting bailouts. See, this is the thing. Movies like Indiana Jones, they got government credit. They got credits for that. They got money that they don't have to pay back. They get tax credits. They get grants. They get all kinds of money already from the United States government just for making a film like that. But they can't draw outside the lines. They can't color outside the lines. They have to be very specific. It must include this and this and this and this and this and this and this. And as long as we follow all these rules, and it's an absolute steaming pile of crap, then we'll give you money. We'll give you money and we'll pay for some of this because I mean you're teaching the masses. You're teaching the masses, and in doing so, you don't have to take responsibility if it's failure. Do you know what drives ingenuity? Do you know what drives creativity? Risk. Always has. What happens when there's no risk and you can just do whatever you want to? What happens when there's no risk and you can just do whatever you damn well please? Doesn't matter whether a movie's good or not. Doesn't matter whether a story has heart or not. Doesn't matter whether something's inspiring. All that matters is that it gets made. As Ian Malcolm is fond of saying, you were so preoccupied with the fact that you could, that you didn't stop to think if you should. And that's the point we are at now with entertainment. Now we've got SAG and all that picketing saying, please support us. Come down here and support us. Support our strike for what we need. Where were you supporting us when actors and I understand There's a different level here. I get that. I'm not dumb. There's a difference between the elite Hollywood, multi-million dollar deal actor and the guy that works on sets or the person that writes up a script or whatever. I get there's a difference. But where were you when we were being called ists, obes, and Yahtzees just because we didn't like a product that came out? If you go to the store, say you go to the store, say you go to Wally World, because fuck Target. You go to Wally World and you're like, I don't like this Captain Kangaroo cereal that's a knockoff of Captain Crunch. You don't get called an ist, obe, and a Yahtzee and thrown out of the store because you don't like something, right? If you wrote in to the people that make that cereal, you don't get a letter back saying you're an ist, an obe, and a Yahtzee for not liking our product. They tell you, we are really sorry you didn't like this. How do you feel like we can improve our brand and make it better? Well, don't give me crappy tasting cereal. I want something good. I want something that's enjoyable, right? Right? That's what you want. Coaches, Jedi Archives, wokeness has nearly destroyed our nation. I pray that we are about to witness a new great awakening and we will swing back to common sense. And Loki's Mornings of Mischief is ahead of the curve. Thank you so very much, Mike. Thank you for having that kind of faith in me. What do you think about Snow White and the Seven Bandits? It's a dumpster fire at Disney. At first, those were all fake, and everybody was coming out. Those are fake pictures. That's not the right actress. And then we come to find out that yes, this was real. It's a stand-in. They're going to superimpose homegirl's face over whatever. It's a dumpster fire. It's going to be a dumpster fire. We see it. We know it. It's real. It looks like a high school production. And for a high school production, that would not be bad at all. You want to make a high school production of Snow White and 7 diversity hires? That's fine. Go ahead and do a high school production of Snow White and 7 diversity hires. That's school. It's not a multi-million dollar Hollywood production, is it? You make too much sense, Loki, for those people to pay attention to you. I would want to make money. And I would want to give the people that love these IPs the product that they want. You're paying for it, right? You're paying for it. Why do I want to go and see a Star Wars movie that makes the legacy characters that I love look like absolute trash so they can make way for Disney's generation of Star Wars? Hey, you know what? Han Solo was a deadbeat bitch of a dad who walked into his son's lightsaber. Why? Why did you do that? Why did you regress his character? Why did you do that? Why did you make Luke a cuck bitch sitting on an island doing absolutely nothing? Why? So that you can make your characters look better? So let me get this straight. You sacrificed everything we loved about a product and about an IP so that you could make your people look better. Oh, well, just admit that. Just admit that that's what you're going to do. Just admit that you're going to shit all over John Williams' music and you're going to crap all over the legacy characters that we love and we enjoy. Why can't you just admit that and be upfront with that? Instead, it's all dun na 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 dun dun na 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 na, and you see Leia and you see Luke and you see Han and he's like, Chewie, we're home. You aren't home. You're in a Disney effing studio. You're not on the Falcon. It's not even the Falcon anymore. I reversed the blah 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 blah. Bitch, you've been on this ship 5 minutes. How do you know how to do shit? Oh, because I'm a force wizard who, as soon as I touch something, I know exactly what it does and how to work it. Oh my God. No. Culture Casino, good morning. He says, Hey, Barbie, let's go misandry. Oh, good morning, Loki and friends. Good morning, culture. And that's another product right there. That's another product right there that is absolutely positively just been trashed. Why? Why did they do it? Because they couldn't help themselves? Because they couldn't help themselves? Because it sure wasn't because we want to make $1. Because if they wanted to make $1, they'd have made it for the people that love it. Instead of trashing all over it and crapping on it and acting like that's the way it should be. Coach's Archives Culture loves Barbie. Thank you for your sacrifice. Indeed. Thank you for your sacrifice, Culture Casino. Because I'm sure as shit not going to watch it. I'm not. I've just learned my lesson. Oh, but Loki, you do it for the people. So now there are other people that can see shit like that I'm just nope. I'll believe it. I'll believe Lorena Creel. I'll believe Culture Casino. I'll believe Gary Beegler. I don't have to. Thank God I don't have to. Why? Because I can talk about what I love and what I don't love. And right now, Disney is what I don't love. Because they have taken multiple IPs, they have taken wonderful properties, and they have absolutely positively shit all over them and ruined them. This is not conspiracy theory. This is not blah, blah, blah. And I love it when people are like, but oh my God, Loki, it made 1-point-something billion. People didn't know what the hell the score was. What's it making now?
Well, it hasn't really done that well on the streaming tubes and the Yudiyadas, and Book of Boba Fett wasn't really that great.
Oh, really? How was Mando season 3?
Wasn't really that.
Oh, really? What about the new Ahsoka trailer?
Well,
yeah. No one knows. No one knows. Is it going to be a giant steaming pile of crap, or is it going to be something worth watching? No one knows. No one knows anymore. Who's excited for the Acolyte? Raise your hand. Anyone in chat? Acolyte. Excited. Hand. Is there anybody? Anybody at all? Good morning, Machini Draws. Good morning. Welcome to the show. Good to see you. Did anyone here think that the Barbie movie was going to be good? They subverted our expectations again. I thought they were trying to get Loki to watch Cocaine Cougar after that fake shark movie. It was bad. It was bad. And I've got a couple of super chats to catch up on. June Wong sent a $3.45 or a $5 Australian super chat. Han should have said, "You idiot. You can't just bypass the compressor. Now our hyperdrive's going to blow up and we must land on some swamp planet." I could have seen that. Stupid girl. What are you doing? I'm Han Solo. Yeah. I could have seen that. Or yeah. Mm-hmm. And a $20 tip. I hate my tax money is going to bullshit. We should all have stock in every company. Oh, this is from Arlena. In every company our tax dollars have had to save. If they keep getting the bailouts, they won't ever change their business models. They'll just keep failing, and we'll keep suffering with mediocre bullshit. No, I absolutely agree. Arlena. And thank you. Thank you so much for the $20 super chat. And thank you, June Wong. Guys, this one is just for you. We need a little excitement this morning. We need a little stimulation. We need a little nipple gun. Skull! God, they're going to clip me for that one day. And that'll be the end of it. That'll be the end of it. Tommy and the Guinea Pig Collective. Greetings. Greetings, Tommy. It is good to see you, brother. Nice to have you here. I was channeling a little Han Solo for our good friend Hanscock earlier. Good to see you. The Batcap having a rough morning. Loki raging is really helping. Thank you, Batcap. Thank you. It's a fire sale, right? It's a fire sale. Everything must go. We're selling everything. Why? Everything's going great. Your streaming service, mwah, all that content you're making. I mean, I'm sure it's just like, how many times has everyone watched Boba Fett or Little Mermaid? Oh my God, Little Mermaid's like the hottest movie of the decade, right? I mean, it's got to be. It did so well in theaters. I mean, it was huge, right? It was huge. Little Mermaid, right? It's on Disney Plus already, right? What else does Disney come out with? Elementals, Pixar, Elementals, right? Disney, Pixar, Elementals. I'm sure that just blew it off the chain. Non-binary character for the very first time. That's got to be big. That's got to be big. That's got to be huge, right? Right. Boba Fett out in the desert with a rain stick. Yeah. I mean, I'm sure that just blew open the coppers at Disney, and they were just raking in the dough, right? Season 3 of Mando saw the return of one of the greatest Star Wars villains of all time, Jabba the Lizzo. Got to be huge, right? Got to be huge. It's got to be huge. Jabba the Lizzo. Duba da buto mando I ate your little Yoda guy. That's what that translates to. Do izo da do buto buto ha ha. Right there, Izzo the Hutt. I mean, it doesn't get better than that, right? That's what we all wanted. Oh, how dare you? How dare you? You fat shame. I didn't fat shame anybody. I just said Izzo the Hutt. It's a character, right? I mean, that's what it was, right? Or did I get that wrong? Am I wrong? Son of a bitch. You know what? Sometimes with the memory, I'm getting older. Maybe that's it. Maybe it's all me. Maybe it's all my fault. It's all our fault, right? That's what they say. It's all our fault. Izzo is sexy doboto. Booty day. I mean, that's what we all love and wanted to see, right? Right? So, I mean, what's wrong? Marvel's doing great, right? Right? The new Marvel show, that's great. I mean, that's great. The Secret Santa with Samuel L. Jackson. Santa, which sleigh is yours, man? It's the one that says bad fucking Santa on it. That's right? That's the one. I mean, that did great. That show's doing great. Knocking it out of the park. Millions of new subscribers or millions of less. I don't know. I can't keep it straight. Millions of less subscribers, million more subscribers. And I guess I need to check my facts more. June Wong, $2 Australian super chat. Wow. Loki really wearing out that Anakin Padme meme. Right? Yeah. I'm glad you caught that. Thank you, June Wong, for that $2 Australian super chat. This one's just for you. Skull!
A dollar? I've never seen a dollar. Nobody's got a dollar. Let us see the dollar. There it is. It's beautiful. Take your hat off, boy. That's a dollar bill.
Take your hat off, boy. That's a dollar bill. Take care, coach. Drive safe. Be excellent. Have a good one, man. Still haven't noticed my member milestone chat. Son of a bitch. I copied it too. Dino, it's my fault. Hail Valhalla. So here we go. I copied it. I just didn't paste the damn thing. Happy Dinosaur 8K, who's been a member for 11 months and is a warrior of Midgard, says, Hail, Valhalla, hail to you. Happy Dino, bro. I hope that you are having a wonderful day, kicking ass, taking names. Thank you so very much for being a part of Valhalla, my friend. It is very much appreciated. I am sorry I missed it. I did copy it, though. I just didn't paste the damn thing because I get carried away. But Loki, why do you get carried away? Why did you get carried away? Why are you in the middle of a rant? Because whether you believe it or not, I love a lot of this stuff. And I hate seeing it like this. It's not just, oh, the poo-poo on Star Wars. No. It's not just poo-poo on Star Wars. I loved Star Wars. Anybody who doubts that, I'm working on my library of EU books. I've got almost every EU book in hardback. Some of them I have doubled on paperback just because I don't want to mess up the hardback. I don't want to pull out the hardback and mess it up. I've got almost every EU on hardback. I've got every game, Star Wars game, that ever came out on Nintendo, Super Nintendo, PlayStation. Yes, I do have the Masters of Terras Kasi on Xbox, on Xbox 360. I've been collecting and buying Star Wars my whole life. How many of you were in the store as a kid and saw an X-Wing and just were like, can I have that? Please, and bug the shit out of your parent? How many of you saw a TIE fighter and was like, man, I would love to be do like Vader. I want a TIE X1. I want to fly around and shoot stuff like Darth Vader. How many of you did that? How many of you did that? Nick from Nick's Talk Entertainment says, hail and good morning. Just woke up, laying in bed. Good morning, Nick. Kronos wants a nipple gun. Tommy and the Guinea Pig Collective give out a smiley with sunglasses on. Thank you, my friend, so very much for that super sticker. It's absolutely kick-ass. The cool smiley. Cool smiley. Cool, crisp and clean, no capping. Cool, man. Thank you so much for the super sticker. How many of you thought about flying around in the Millennium Falcon? I know we've got some Han Solo fans in here that wanted to be Han Solo. I didn't want to be Han Solo. I wanted to be Chewie when I was a kid. Why? Because he got to hang out with everybody. He got to hang out with Luke Skywalker. I didn't want to be Luke Skywalker. He got to hang out with Han Solo. He got to hang out with everybody. He got to save the princess. You know, he was the one that was like, I'm not going in the garbage chute. And now where are we at? Who would want to be those characters now? Sure, cut the head off of the Disney trilogy and all that and go back to the way it was. Sure you do. But they've destroyed those characters. Disney has butchered what they created. They butchered the work of another man. And they don't care. Culture Casino is a Barbie girl in a Barbie world. Life in plastic is fantastic. He can brush his weave and give a wink to Steve. Thank you, Shellback TJC, for that $5 super chat. You guys keep the fires burning bright here in Valhalla, and this one's just for you, my friend. We're going to burn it down because we've been burning it down all morning. Skull! Luke Skywalker was my favorite character, but I always thought Han was the coolest character. Who can argue with that? Disney. Why? Because they don't care. I mean, I'm not going to get down, but they don't care. They don't care about these IPs. They don't care about the IPs you love. I put on Goldfinger to fall asleep to last night. Goldfinger, da-na-na, he's the man with the Midas touch. A spider's touch. Da-na-na-na-na. Absolutely love that movie. One of the first things that went through my mind. We're never going to have this again. We're never going to have this again. Whether Hollywood shoots itself in the ass with the writers and the actors strike or not, we're never going to get this again because they're never going to make a movie like that again. Plain simple. They aren't going to make movies like that. They aren't going to make James Bond movies like that. Gold Chronos, yes. They're just not. They don't want to. And they don't want to make them for you. Because you don't matter. You do not matter. Plain, simple, that's it. They do not care. The strike will ruin Hollywood for years. It needs to be gutted. What happens when you have a tooth that is rotted all the way down from the core? You can either pull it. You have two options. You can either pull it or you can get a root canal, right? Those are your two options. What do they do when they do a root canal, Loki? They pull up the nerve and they clean all that out. They irrigate all of that. Why? Because it's rotten to the core. And the only way to save it is to pull out the nerve and fix the problem. That's it. It's the only way to do it. That's what you have to do. Doesn't matter how we got here. All that matters is how we fix it. And they're not interested in fixing it. Not right now. I am starting to wonder whether I will see an end to this in my lifetime. Pussy galore. That's right. I'm rather glad the magic works. Mark the infinitely tired. What does that mean, tired? Why is he tired? Sean Connery, if alive, is way too masculine for Hollywood. He did smack people around. He did. That's the thing. That's why these people can't be around anymore. That's why Carlin's gone. That is why Carlin is gone. George Carlin would not have put up with any of this bullshit. He wouldn't have stood for it. He would have gone out and be like, have you seen the state of Hollywood lately? Oh my God. I'm like, where am I? What alternate bizarre world did I warp into? And every human being on the planet's going to go, yeah, that's true. He speaks truth. They waited until all the OG son of a bitches that wouldn't put up with this are gone. Now what do we have? What do we got? You know what's funny? We still got a couple of people. Vanity, YouTube. Vanity. Al Pacino at 80 having a baby with a 20-year-old. I've still got it. Yeah. Al Pacino is having a baby at 80 years old with a 20-year-old woman. Vanity! Yeah! Valhalla! I'm still got it! I'm still here. Still got the magic. And who is saying anything about this? No, they're all running around with Leo.
Oh my God, you're old and you're dating a 20-year-old, Leo.
They won't say shit to Pacino. You notice that? They won't say shit to Pacino. Come on, Loki. Kurtzman Shrek gave us Captain Pike, the chef in Strange New Worlds. He's what? See, I don't watch that. I'm sorry for those of you that are like, but
Loki, you know everything about Star Trek.
as soon as they were like, Trump and January 6th caused World War III, and that led to the eugenics wars, and the eugenics wars led to the creation of the Federation, I was like, y'all be smoking some dank, dirty dope. I don't know what you're putting in the Kool-Aid over at Paramount, but y'all just acted like this guy created the Federation.
And they're like, oh my God, we did not. We showed you how terrible and horrible and how mean and evil that the Orange Man is.
And I was like, no, you just made him create the Federation.
That's not true.
Yes, you did. Because you said that the January 6th stuff led to the eugenics wars. And the eugenics wars lead to the creation of the Federation.
No, we didn't.
Yes, you did. Captain Pike himself said it in a courtroom when some people with a fucking telescope backwards engineered warp drive from seeing something in a telescope. You see, this is how gifted and how talented these writers are. This planet that doesn't have super sensors or scanning technology or any of this other shit looked in a telescope and saw a ship go to warp in a telescope and backwards engineered warp drive from watching them go to warp in a telescope. And then when the Federation goes, they break the Prime Directive and they're like,
this is what happened. This is what happened in our past. You see, we had this thing called an insurrection on January 6th and 2020. And that would lead to World War III and the eugenics wars, and that eventually to the creation of the Federation. But we were really lucky. We were really lucky that it didn't destroy us all, and we didn't end up like crazy people like you. What?
and I turned it off. And I was done with Strange New Worlds. Why? Because they tried to use Orange Man Bad as a way to promote their show and get leftists to go, oh my God, brilliant.
Brilliant. Oh, it's so good. Just spew that Orange Man Bad all over me.
They tried to do that, and in their stupidity, they made him the creator of the Federation. Well, if it wasn't for the January 6th thing and it wasn't for Donald Trump, that we would have never had World War III. We've never had the eugenics wars. It would have never led to the creation of the Federation. And then they turn around with hatred and disgust and pure animosity in their eyes, and they say, liar. No, you dumb fucks. That's just how you wrote it. That's what you did. You did that. And now you can't take it back. Oh, but wait, we can. Alternate universe. Loki, Discovery, and for years, JJ and Alex Kurtzman have said that this timeline is not in the reboot timeline. This is in the main timeline, right? This is all in the main timeline of Star Trek. Not anymore. Oh, it's in its own timeline. Why? Because we're doing the multiverse in Star Trek. You've got to be kidding me. You have got to be kidding me.
Well, we thought Star Wars was going to do it because of all the rumors that said this was all outside the main timeline and blah, 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 blah. But then they didn't. So we're going to do it. Y'all have embarrassed yourselves. I mean, the only halfway decent Star Trek, and I say halfway decent, was Picard season 3. I gave it a 6. Mike thinks I gave it too high. That's too high, but that's Mike's. It lost points along the way for stupid shit that it did. For stupid things that it did. So what's the problem? What's the problem? What happened? What happened along the way? People got dumber. It's just the way it is. People have gotten dumb. I refuse to be one of those people that just dumbs myself down and accepts it. I refuse to be one of those people. Ron Baer created a show which Hollywood thought we were too dumb for, but he proved we were smart. They are now still trying to prove we are dumb. Asaj Melody. Brother. That's beautiful. I love that. I love that. And I'm going to borrow that. I love that. That's one of the greatest explanations for Star Trek in the 21st century. Thank you, my friend. Roddenberry created a show which Hollywood thought we were too dumb for, but he proved we were smart. They are now still trying to prove that we are dumb. That's brilliant. And dude, this one's just for you, brother. Skull!
Long live the fighters!
They forgot that there are far more people that lean conservative, classic liberal, or independent than far left. Yet they are only trying to appeal to the wokies. And they're dumb. I'm just going to come out and say it. They're dumb. People are getting dumb. They're dumbing it down. They're not extending us to our full potential. We are not getting smarter. We are not innovating. We are settling for mediocre. Do you want to settle for mediocre? Do you? Because it's not just about Disney. It's not just about a fire sale. It's not just about people mismanaging a company for their own profit. For their own profit. It's about, do you want to accept mediocre? I don't. I don't. I would rather a movie or an IP fail because they were trying to be bold and daring and inventive than to watch mediocre. And Disney has that problem. Plain simple, no bullshit. Disney has that problem. Star Trek has that problem as well, but Disney more than anyone. Because they don't want to take any chances and they don't want to be bold. Disney used to do things they said couldn't be done. Look at a movie like The Black Hole. I watched that the other night too. Look at that. They did something completely unexpected. And it's a timeless classic. Why? Because they did something no one expected. And they did it smart. Maximilian. Huh? Reinhardt telling Maximilian, do not scare our guests. You want to know. You want to know what it is, Kronos. We knew Lex Luthor in Superman the Motion Picture was the real hero. He's trying to save us all by sinking California. Otisburg. Otisburg. What happened? What happened with The Flash? Flash could have been a great movie. Could have. For one thing, Ezra. And I can't stand seeing two of him or even three of him on screen at the same time. I can't deal with that. Oh, but Loki, what about the beautiful thing at the end of the movie where you see all the old heroes? Where you hear Kevin Conroy's voice? What about when you see Jay Garrick? What about when you see Christopher Reeve? Not Christopher Reeves. Not Chris Reeves, but Christopher Reeve. You do see them both anyway. So, what about all this stuff? It's they don't care. They don't care about any of that. Mr. Smoker! Yes. Mark's got it. If only Lex Luthor had succeeded. Settle for excellence. Nothing short. It exposes what foolish and poor-minded people they are. Never lose what is grand and glorious. Hollywood burns while we bask in the heat of its fire and move on. I understand that the super elites are like, oh my God, we have to say this and we have to do this and we have to do that. But there are people, good morning, Polly. There are people that won't stand for it and stand in their way. There are people that are standing up and saying, you know what? We're not stupid. Stop treating us like we're stupid. It's not all politics. Stop treating it like it's all politics. Some people just want to go to the theater and experience good entertainment. That's what I want. That's what I want to go back to. I don't know if in my lifetime I'm ever going to just be able to go back to that, and that's the way it is. I don't know. I know every once in a while we get something that's so great and so wonderful because a lot of love and a lot of thought went into it, and they don't treat us like we're dumb. I can't believe I'm saying this, but Tom Cruise, in all his insanity, might be the last true and genuine action hero. And he's going to go out doing some crazy ass stunt. They're going to be like, all right, what we want you to do is take this squirrel suit and skim across the hills here at 60 miles an hour after you jump off of this cliff. And he's going to go, okay. And something's going to go wrong, and that's going to be it. That's how he's going out, ladies and gentlemen. He will go out doing a movie and doing some crazy ass shit. Just wait. I'm saying it now. Loki, 7/20/2023, Loki said that he's going to go out doing some insane shit. And on this day and blah, 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 he was flying 5 feet above the ground in a squirrel suit and at 60 miles an hour and impacted the dirt, and that's it. And that's going to be it. Do you know why? Do you know why, ladies and gentlemen? Because Sean Connery said it best. Sean Connery said it best. Losers complain about doing the best. Winners go home and fuck the prom queen. He said it best, ladies and gentlemen. Can't beat that. Can't beat that. Well, unless you're Kevin, yeah! Vanity! Unless you're the Godfather, then you can, be 80 years old and bang a 20-year-old and have a baby. Welcome to the Rock. Yes. Losers whine about doing their best. Winners go home and fuck the prom queen. This ship doesn't react well to bullets. It's the first time I ever tried to sound like him. Be careful, Ryan. Ship doesn't react well to bullets. Red October. It's one of his greatest roles. Red October. It's one of his greatest roles. I just hope we get Tom Cruise as long as we got Sean Connery. Go see MI7 and pay attention to the intro with Tom Cruise and the director. He says a lot in very few words. Mark Dampfully Tired. I want to thank my mods for being here. I want to thank Mark. I want to thank Josh. I want to thank Chris. You guys are absolutely excellent. Thank you, gentlemen, so very much for being here. BALANCE, balance. I'm a man, not a fish. Get out of my boat. Bud Bad Asner, I stopped watching MI after 3, and I didn't even like 1. A lot of people have a problem with who the villain was in 1. I didn't like it. I didn't like the villain in 1. The rest of the movie was good. I thought it should have been the wife. She should have been a femme fatale, and he had to deal with that. That would have been a lot better than it being Phelps. If it was his wife that screwed him over, the woman. And she, at the end of the movie, she's like, I did it for us, Ethan. I did it for us. I did it so we could be together. I love you, Ethan. I always have. Now we can go off and we can be together and forget Jim and shit. You don't know if he's going to do it. You have no idea. You have no idea if he's going to do it or not. I hated 2. Besides the soundtrack, I liked the soundtrack. I hated the second movie. Nothing against what's her name, and yeah, that ought to tell you. What's her name? She was in Westworld. Libya Newton or whatever the hell her name is. I can't stand 2. I can't stand her. I can't stand their relationship. I can't stand any of that. 3 was better, but to me, it was like he was just getting married to what's her name, and what's her name looked exactly like the actress in 3. And I was like, dude, you're like trying to live vicariously through this movie. Like this is your life. I don't know. It was him jumping up and down on the couch on Oprah and acting a fool. Yeah, I can't super chat for some reason. What the hell? Are you serious? YouTube, get your shit together. It's like, oh, well, this has happened. So God help me. Well, Mac, if you wanna super, there's a link in the description of the video that goes to Stream Elements. You're more than welcome to do it there. That's why I've started putting that up there. Is if some shit happens, I've only ever watched the first movie. You should watch the rest of them. 2, like I said, 2 is horrible. 4, 5, 6, and 7 are great. Absolutely wonderful movies. Absolutely beautiful movies. I love 4, 5, 6, and 7. It's absolutely great. I cannot stand. I cannot stand 2. 3 is okay. 1, I hated the Phelps thing. It's just Yeah. Oh, yeah. But 4, 5, and 6, and 7 are great. But Loki, the Acolyte will make sci-fi a safe space for all black nerds. Who, like I said earlier, who here, raise your hand, is excited and overwhelmed to watch the Acolyte? No war. Star Wars, but no war. No, nothing like that. We're making it a safe place. Ugh. Oh my God. You know what? I would sue that bitch. I would absolutely positively sue that bitch for saying that, because you know what it does? It's like it makes you look like you need to be protected. That's what it does. I have to be protected. I have to be kept in a safe space. I can't be out with the regular people. You know, people talk a lot about segregation, but that's a form of segregation too, isn't it? Well, sweetheart, you don't need to be with all the other boys and girls. You need to be over here in your little box all by yourself. You can't be out there and play with them because it's not safe. Something bad could happen. You need to be over here away from everybody else. Marketing draws to $10 super chat. That has to be the most idiotic quote I've heard all year. And what's offensive is you have people actually believing that statement, because it means you can't be around the other boys and girls. You have to be over here in your safe space. You can't be around other human beings because you have to be over here in your safe space. You can't be around your fellow man because you have to be protected and be over here in your safe space. They have made people weak. They have made them believe that they need to be culled and move over here away from the herd. Isn't that amazing? And I'm sure they would sit here and they would say, how dare you say that? I care about blah, blah, blah. I'm sure you do. I'm sure you do. That doesn't mean what I just said isn't true. You have put people aside and you have put them in your, quote, safe spaces away from everyone else. Only these people allowed. You know what? I know a couple of signs from the 30s and the 40s and 50s that would agree with you. Only these people over here. Guys, that's it for today. I'm gonna give Machini a skull, and I'm gonna get out of here because I'm burned out. I am burned the hell out after that. This one's just for you, brother. Always keep the fires burning bright, my friend. Skull.
Spartans! What is your profession?
A bunch of scantily clad gentlemen from Machini. Well, I'm sure everyone here knows what Machini likes to draw. So it's like the inverted. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for being here. I'm 99% sure we will have 7 Kinds of Mischief tonight, as long as the day goes down, unless something happens. I had something come up. I had an emergency I had to deal with yesterday, so I could not do the comic book roundtable with my good friend Clobbering Times, Machini Draws, and Classic Comics. Hopefully that will not be the case tonight, but I'm not 100% sure. So until then, guys, if we don't do it, I'll put out a community post and let you guys know. Until then, be great, be excellent to each other. Always speak friend to enter. Thank you all again for being here on this Thirsty Thursday on Mornings of Mischief. Have a great one, everybody. If I can find the damn out button.
These videos are tremendous. Like, comment, and subscribe, and hammer that notification bell.